As time goes on, I think back to my childhood in the early 1950s, when ski mountaineering was all the rage. We climbed these mountains that are now serviced by lifts, long before the advent of downhill skiing as we know it today. In the mid-1950s, a change began to take place, a change that saw the development of a major modern ski resort from this raw, primitive mountain wilderness. My name's John Warrall. I'm the area manager at Canada's largest ski resort. I would like to introduce a place called Lake Louise. High in the Canadian Rockies stand three mountain faces, each looking a different direction, each having its own particular brand of skiing, and each waiting for you. I spent quite a few years traveling and working in some of the better-known European resorts. Now I'm home. I think that I've found the place that I was looking for all those years, right here at Lake Louise. Perhaps you too are looking for a special place. The gateway to Louise is Calgary, western city of 500,000 people, and only 2 hours from Louise by car. An international airport receives flights from all over the world, and train and bus service is frequent to Louise. However, the way that you get there is not as important as just getting there. Choose any method of transportation, even the less conventional. The backdrop to Louise is formed by the continental divide of the Rocky Mountains. These are some of the most impressive peaks on the continent and provide a most imposing panorama above our ski village. Nestled on the banks of the Pipestone River, cozy and friendly accommodation awaits you in a wilderness setting. From the traditionally rustic Post Hotel to modern elegance at the Lake Louise Inn, flagship of the King's Domain complex. Louise has progressed from being a relatively small undertaking years ago to an immense operation that employs over 250 people through the winter. It's rated as Canada's largest ski area, and as such, can compete with any ski area in the world. Our 8 lifts and a vertical rise of 3,250 feet, all very skiable mountain, combine to give you the feeling of vastness and variety that is Louise. Our highest lift approaches 9,000 feet, and while I've heard it said that altitude affects the mind, strange sights are not uncommon at Louise. No, not uncommon at all. Louise is really immense when you get to know her. It is quite possible to ski for a day or two and still not see everything. I mean, we have 34 runs, and if you skied them all, you'd do 35,000 vertical feet. Our lifts form a giant network, so that you have an effect much like the celebrated European ski circuses that go from one valley to the next and back again by a different set of lifts and runs. If this all sounds confusing, let me assure you it isn't. Everything is posted according to caliber. Nearly all lifts have runs ranging from novice to expert. If you feel like a little company, ski with one of our friendly ski hostesses or hosts. They will be glad to arrange parties for groups of similar skiing abilities. This way, everyone is happy and no one gets lost. And if you aren't lost and find some bumps, enjoy. Our peculiar climate at Louise gives us what we like to think of as superior snow. Whatever snow falls, stays. We never have rain in the winter. Most ski areas have more than just skiing to offer, and Louise is no exception. After we close the lifts down in late afternoon, a variety of restaurants and lounges open up, providing a pretty fair selection of food and entertainment. The Sitzmark Lounge and the North Face Restaurant, right at the base of the ski area, are perhaps the in places to relax. Here, old friends meet, new friends get acquainted, and, you never can tell, someone famous just might be there. Sooner or later, everyone comes to Louise. Down in the village, only 2 miles from the lifts, there's a further choice of places to go and things to do. You can relax at the pool in the Lake Louise Inn, continue to indulge your thirst, enjoy dining in a selection of very good restaurants, and if you've still a surplus of energy, you can head for the disco and blow your socks off far into the night. But keep in mind, the mountain is unforgiving of those who come to it with red eyes and unclear heads. Today, let me show you around the hill. Maybe we'll meet a few of our hard-working staff. For those who thirst for knowledge and want to play at the same time, we offer a ski school that is second to none, whose motto, "The more you know, the more you enjoy," seems to typify the area. With them, you can sharpen your ski technique in any of a number of languages. Should you ever need them, and we hope you won't, our professional ski patrol represent the epitome of competence. You may find, too, that we have the smilingest lift operators in the business. When you come right down to it, though, you came for the skiing, and it's here that Louise really shines. Everyone can find their special place. All but one of our lifts cater to both experts and beginners. Beginners have little difficulty in navigating runs from most lifts. Families with children find Louise gentle and forgiving, while the more experienced skiers are most impressed with the variety of wide open slopes, the extent of which few areas can boast. For the experts, well, the Canadian downhill team practice and race at Louise. Need we say more when the likes of Reed, Murray, Irwin, and Podborski prepped for the European race circuit on Louise's challenging flanks? Not everyone has the ability or inclination to ski hard all day. To this end, we've conveniently located 3 separate day lodges around the area. They can serve up everything, from hot, full-course meals to the old standbys, hot dogs and hamburgers. But perhaps your tastes run to powder snow instead. Let's watch as 2 old friends, local hotel owner Andre Schwartz and Wayne Wong, you may remember him, take advantage of a recent snowfall to do their thing on one of Louise's prettier slopes. No wonder Louise has a reputation as Canada's powder haven. I think that you will agree. Lake Louise is for people who love skiing, or at least those on the way to loving it, and content to learn amid spectacular scenery that sets us apart from almost anywhere else. With 11,000 acres of skiable terrain and over 60 kilometers of groomed runs, we comfortably accommodate the average weekend crowds of 4,500 skiers, and find ourselves with space left over during the week when the average crowd is around 2,000. No wonder you see so many happy faces when we can offer you more mountain than you will ever ski in one day. Some of the world's purest powder can be yours at Louise, but don't waste time. The winter's nights are shortening. Our days are getting longer. Soon, our 6 months of winter will turn to spring, a time that mixes sun and snow into the most ideal skiing conditions that you will ever experience.
Beyond the wild, misty mountain, down in the valley so free, there dwells a maid with a heart so mellow, soft as the wind and wild as the seas. Your choice as you please, three faces of Louise.
Three faces, three mountains, high in the Canadian Rockies, with the most incredible skiing in Canada. But find out for yourself. Come visit us at Louise. You'll never regret it.
Bold is her spirit, so strong, so true. Come, you will love her, and she